Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First down.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Stepping up, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole McDonald, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark. Parker, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously, a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down.
18.
Waste of time. Go.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's McDonald to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Jaguars.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's 3rd down.
To go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. Gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tannehill on 1st down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
C.J. Henderson.
To the air again, Tannehill. That's going to be called. It's Rico Gafford. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Oh, look at this. Down on the field still. That's Derrick Henry, the running back. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 35 on second down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, McDonald. The open man is Westbrook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, McDonald. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
For Jacksonville.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Titans! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 2.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it started short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Play action. It's McDonald rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. To throw again. McDonald.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019, 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Seam, and he might go all the way. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry, picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. went to his first Pro Bowl, and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Here's Tannehill. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars first down.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again. McDonald. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Jaguars.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Buying time to his left. The 20. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive
side?
side?
It's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Stays on his feet. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. McDonald. And completes it to Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Tannehill. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 30, past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for 10...